everybody, it's time to put our playfield back together. I went ahead and set our pop bumpers back down in. Had to change everything. The skirts, as you can see, those skirts are just a little wore out. And our bodies have big holes in them. So and new springs. So we got everything all put back down on there. I have to flip this playing field over so I can solder that back down. I got my kits in to rebuild the flippers, the top flippers, and we're going to put our flip-flop unit back in. Let's see, last episode we cleaned our play field and got it all nice and clean and polished up to a nice gloss. Came out really nice. So now it's time to get everything all done on the underside. I got my light bulbs in too, so I'm gonna clean all the inserts. I showed you how I do that. I'll get all the inserts clean and put new light bulbs underneath. So that'll all be ready as well. So let me get the underside all done, and then we'll start populating the playfield. Now I got everything done underneath. Rebuilt the flippers, the top flippers, put our flip-flop unit back in, got our bumpers on, fixed this switch here, changed that one out, and we'll have to adjust it once we get everything, get the slingshots on it, the rubbers and the plastics. Let's see, this is the one I took off of that slingshot. Then on the one bumper, which I think that was our main problem, why we were stuck on, that's part of the switch. And that's what's left of the retainer. And I don't see where I put the other switch. Wonder if that's the one that fell down inside. Yeah, I'll have to get in there and find it, and I'll show you. What was going on is they had a switch bad on the one pop bumper. Bumper. And instead of changing the switch, well, they made up a switch, got the contact in the wrong spot, didn't solder the wires, just cut this one off and stuck it underneath of it so it would make contact, and then the other side was just was hitting on the blade itself. If I find it, I'll show you. So we got that all squared away as well. And all of our... Got my guide wires laid out. And that's where they're going to go. That's where they belong. So we're going to get those put in and start assembling and populating the playfield. Okay, the two down on the bottom, we know those are behind the flipper. And we know the ones behind the flipper go all the way down. So we don't have to worry about height. Those go down just to keep the ball from flipping, getting behind it. Okay, these two, these protect when the ball comes down and shoots up around, it doesn't get stuck up under our plastic. So these ones have to be at a specific height. Sometimes you can get lucky and there's a mark on them where they were, like so. And same with this one. Okay. Now the ones behind the, I guess it would help if I got you up where you could see. These ones here behind our top flippers are so the ball doesn't get jammed under our plastics. So the height on those is going to be kind of critical. But again, there's a mark on it. Where it should be. And you can just tap them down in. Where they're up in the air, like so. That way, like I said, if the ball can't come up here and get stuck under your plastics. Okay, I'll get the rest of them in and then we'll move on to something else. since I figured there was a lot of time lapse in this video, I'd come on and kind of let you know what's going on and that. This Bally flip flop, I really enjoyed working on this one because there wasn't a whole lot to do. I really like the EMs and I like the cosmetic. I love working on the Playfields. They're I love making them look the best I can. It just kind of shows off the whole thing. The outside can be a little rough, but boy, when you look at the play field and it's all nice and clean and shiny and it plays good, then it kind of makes up for some cosmetic on the outside. I On this one there was just very little touch up that I could have done, but I didn't. It bugged me, but I didn't do it. I have a problem with on these. If there's paint missing, it's got to be put back on. So I have to sometimes kind of restrain myself from doing stuff that isn't really going to make it look any better, but it'd make me happy. Like I said, there was just some very very small, minute spots that I could have touched up, but I didn't. I left it alone. It's all original. Everything on this machine's original. I don't think it was, it wasn't, it was taken care of when it was on location. I know this one was on location because just, it, still had the coin box in it and the amount of games that were played on it. So I knew it came off a location, and it didn't sit anywhere damp or anything. It probably came off a location and was put in a warehouse, and then it sat, and it just collected dirt. Normally, they get put away because there's something wrong with them, but this one, you'll see in the next episode or so that we didn't have to do a whole lot to this one to get it up and running and working properly. Just some wore out parts and just dirt. I really like working on these EMs. I like the mechanical aspect of them. That it's actually, once you understand them, they're easy to work on. You can see I'm putting some red posts in because a lot of the white ones were deteriorated and they were just falling apart. And I figured I'd kind of match it up. I'd put the red on both sides here in the middle, and then go back to the white, the ones that originally came with the machine. I couldn't find any crap white ones, so I used red. It kind of matches, and then once you get the rubbers on it and the plastics and all that, you can't even really tell that they're on there unless you really look and no flip flop, that they're not supposed to have red posts on it. But we do have some solid states coming up. I'm working on a solid state right now that's really kicking my butt. Obviously, this one's done. I actually have the time now to where I can get ahead on my videos and have stuff done before I start posting. Before when during the summer, I'm out working on it and making a video for that night for the next day. Well, now I can get ahead on my videos, and I have ahead on videos. I have them in the can, so to speak. But yeah, I'm working on a solid state right now. I'm kind of alternating back and forth. I'll work on an EM, then I'll work on a solid state, and then I'll work on an EM. I have enough to keep us going. I don't know. Who knows?
And I got a few other things. I got some arcade video games. Um, and I have that big tall gumball machine that I'll probably I already did that, finished that up, and I have videos of it ready. I'll probably put them on after we're done with flip flop. After I get finished up there, then I'll. There's only 2 videos on the big gumball machine, so it won't be bad. There wasn't a whole lot to do on it. To do, to do. But this machine was really unique because of the flip flop unit. It really cleaned up nice. I was really amazed as to how the whole machine, whole playfield did clean up. Oh, let's see. Nothing else really. I'm still waiting on machines to come up from auction. I think I won two different auctions, and it's been, I don't know, a couple of months, and I'm still waiting on those machines to come up. Not really worried about it. I mean, when they get here, they get here. I have plenty of stuff here. There's still 2 out in the garage. Well, including the one I'm working on, there's 3 pinball machines out in the garage that have to be done, and then I have I don't know how many over in storage. So it's not like I have to have them so we have something to do. But I thought I'd just come on and kind of break this up a little bit so you're not just watching and listening to music the whole time. I figured I'd just kind of update you on what's going on, and nothing new. So I'll let you go back to listening to some music, and I may jump in again. Are you getting bored yet? I know, like I said, I kind of wanted to show off, putting this back together because, the designs are really unique on the plastics, and how this one was put together was really unique. It, instead of the big apron at the top, we just have this rod that kind of guide their, I guess, a ball guide rail up there instead of a big apron. We have this ball guide rail. But it, game, like I said, is really unique. Oh man, like just it's hard to explain. But anyway, the solid state I'm working on right now is I'm really having a hard time getting the MPU figured out on it. But you'll see in a later video sometime down the line. I don't give up on them. I will get it squared away unless it really pisses me off, and then I'll buy a new one and put it in. But I hate doing that. I'd rather use the original MPU and make it run that way. And this solid state's it's rough, but not as bad as the one I have sitting out there, an EM that we're going to be tackling after we're done with this solid state. The solid state I'm working on is 82, 81 or 82 Stern Lightning. The MPU in it's pretty much the same as the Bally's. Almost all the boards are about the same as Bally. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's Stern bought Bally. I don't know, I could be wrong. But it's been a while since I read all that stuff. But it's being a real what. But I make a couple of steps forward and then a step back. It's just one of those. It had very, very little acid damage. But it's going to be a fun project. I mean, once I get the MPU up and running, and then the rest of it, it's just going to kind of all come together, and it'll really be nice. Really like the plastics on the top of this game, kind of jumping back and forth as I'm watching and talking. The top plastics on this are really, really nice. I mean, they had it going, whoever designed. I should have known who designed it. It's right there, Pinball Database. But most of the time, I really don't care who designed them or what. I like working on them. In fact, a lot of times I think I like working on them more than playing them. And I love playing them too. Well, we're getting pretty close to being done with this Playfield, and I'll throw some more music at you, and then we'll finish up the video. was more left to do than what I thought there was. Here you can see I kind of goofed and put that one plastic on before the other one, and it's on top of it, and that's why there was a bend in that plastic. Somebody else had done it, and the top plastic goes under that side plastic and kind of holds everything down. That way you don't get a bump or a ripple in that top plastic. And thank God these plastics were in good condition, because there wasn't any around. When I'm looking for parts, I look and see who has parts for them. And the Bally flip-flop, there wasn't a set of plastics for it. But I'm sure I could have found some plastic, but all these ones were in excellent condition. Just a little bit of warpage in them, and a little bit of yellowing where they're supposed to be clear. But for the most part, this machine is all original, except for the new rubbers, of course. They did send. There's two different size rubbers for those bounces down below there by my magnetic pan there. You can put bigger ones on there, and you don't get as much bounce out of them, which would make the machine even harder. And I chose to put the tight ones on because it's funner. And then at a later time, I did move those posts in a little bit on the ones right behind the flippers, or move them out a little bit so it would catch the ball a little easier. Oh yeah, last thing.
Okay, well, what do you think? How do you think it turned out? I think it turned out really nice. Pretty. Okay, now let's play around a little bit and let's see. Brand new ball. Let's see, we got one game up there. Let's see if we took care of our stuck 100 point with our bad bumper. Okay. Let's okay, well, we did take care of the stuck, but now we got a machine gun going on here. Need to figure out which one it is. I think it's that top one. Okay, let me get that adjusted and then we'll play around a little bit more and see what else we got going on. Okay, took care of the machine gun. Flippers work. Let's see if I think we still got one that's that one is machine gunning on us too. So I'll get those adjusted up. think those are... yeah. That one should be alright. That one's good. Okay, let's try our flip-flop. Okay, and that lights resets flips when lit. And scores our, every time we hit the, and there's our extra ball. Let's see. And I'll be danged. Guess what? It's lit. 500 here. I don't know, I think I might want to move those in and make it a little easier. I think you're going to have to give it a push. And that should flip them. No, try the top. Okay. It doesn't flip them unless it's actually over this way. Okay. Alright, let's see if our bonus works. The 2000's dim. I have to get in there and clean that a little bit more. So we got a few things to do. Not much though. That should be ball 2. Boy. That's tough there. Okay, 3rd. Let's see if it ends a game. Fourth ball. Wrong side. Okay, 5th ball. Got lots of lights to work on in the back box. And that ends the game. Okay. Not too bad. We don't have a whole lot to do. We're not going to have to do, doesn't look like we're going to have to do too much troubleshooting. Just going to fix some switches. I think we'll do that in our next video. Fix some switches. We'll get them all adjusted. And we may be able to get this all buttoned up. I'm going to work on lights in the back box. I'll do that off camera because I don't think anybody really wants to see me change light bulbs and clean sockets. So I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So until next time, when we do a little troubleshooting, fix some switches, and we'll be done. So until next time, where are you going? Come down here. No, down here, right there. See ya.